Well, we're going to find out in West Virginia if the third time is truly the charm. In each of the past 2 years, the state Senate has approved an intermediate court of appeals in the Mountain State, only to see the measure die. Just hours ago, senators approved it once again. The state Senate's plan is to create an intermediate court of appeals. Right now, the state has a circuit court level, and all decisions there can be appealed to the state Supreme Court. But 41 other states also have an intermediate court, so people have a chance at 2 appeals rather than resting all of their hopes on a Supreme Court.
Supreme Court, a lot of their decisions are memorandum decisions rather than actually hearing a case. So in other words, you'll have something that's appealed to the Supreme Court and they'll decide, well, we're not going to hear the case, but we'll write a memo on it. And that memo becomes the law, and those memos can become very inconsistent.
The battle over the Intermediate Court of Appeals now comes from the Senate to here in the House, where the outcome is uncertain. But like so many things in the West Virginia legislature right now, it may simply come down to the money. Critics point out that all 9 states that don't have an intermediate court have populations under 2 million people, although West Virginia is the most populous of that group. Still, critics say the state has a lot of other needs, such as roads and schools, and the mid-level court will cost too much.
I think they're expecting it to be around $6 million, but I don't think we'll know till it actually kicks in. And at this point, I think we have a lot of other priorities for that $6 million we could spend it on to be a better expenditure of that money.
But Republicans argue that this is only the startup cost, and that once the intermediate court is established, the cost will be less than $4 million per year. Again, in the past 2 years, the intermediate court passed the state Senate, but the bill failed to get a vote on the final night of the legislative session in the House of Delegates, which by law must stop working at the stroke of midnight.